Hello, hashtag Arthur bike with me 8, a bikeway along the beach. Now we're starting on the Rockpool, which is on the Strand, a safe swimming place with protection from marine stingers and sharks, I guess. And I begin a very long bike ride that travels for another 10 kilometres to the suburb Pallarenda. So the distance altogether is around 33 kilometres to get home. Now it's broken up here. I have to move because the council is doing an awful lot of work during the COVID lockdown. So it sort of makes travelling easily a bit problematic. But never mind. This is a newer area and they built a boardwalk here because so much beach erosion happened through the flood and cyclones that the path collapsed. So they built this very long boardwalk and that's a lot of fun and it gives you a lovely view. That's Maggie Island in the background there, and I think I'm about to run over a couple of tourists. They're very rare on the ground here. There they are, and I might just know, I think they'll part, ring the bell. There they are. Actually, I think he had an Irish accent. Now I've got an aerial view which shows you where I'm going. The city is in the foreground and there's that long crescent. Well, that's the 10 kilometres up to the Pallarenda point. And I discovered along this area, this has got a lot of artworks along here, and some public sculpture is rather questionable, although it's become rather environmental now, and those rocks, for example, are public sculptures, all these sort of things. And many years ago, in 1992, I built 4 big ferro-cement fish and got the public to make tiles and all the like, and I've discovered them, that the council has moved them, and they're on the beach along here, and that's nice to see that they're still around. And it's in this area here, and so suddenly there's this weird shape coming up, and we're nearly there, and there's this sculpture there, and there's one of my fish. It's all rather funny. So we're still travelling through Townsville, the suburbs of North Ward, touch of Belgian Gardens, and eventually we'll just get into an area where you'll see the houses suddenly start to disappear. And that shows you, we've got Maggie Island to the right and the sea there, and you'll see less of the beach because there's a lot of shrubbery being put in to reinforce the beach line. It's all protected with a low fence, and people, aren't encouraged to walk through that. And to the left are the wetlands and lowlands of the town common that are the result of sand dune formations and water catchment drainage processes, including erosion and sedimentation over thousands of years. Town Common was gazetted in 1869 as a common land for the people of Townsville, which was established in 1864, and it covers an area of 300 odd square kilometres. And there's a map and it shows you all the bike and walkways and high points you can see, and it's a trip in itself. So we just keep on, and just coming up here, this is where the bike path has collapsed into the ocean, so it had to be diverted and it goes around in another area. And you can see how the road is built up because it's all very low here and it's prone to flooding. But it's still very interesting. We're coming up to Pallarenda now, which was established in 1915, and Pallarenda was initially used as a quarantine passenger as incoming ships in the early 1900s, and it was very important during World War II. I've got a couple of photographs which shows you the RAAF Weather Radar station, and just below it are World War II bunkers, which no doubt had big guns in it to protect the city from the Japanese during the World War II. And the American and Australian armies set up camps on the nearby beaches, and they used the quarantine station as a hospital. Now at the end of the ride, and this has been a very long ride, there's a park, and then the park goes off into other little tracks and everything. But I'm going to go down to the beach, and it's all very beautiful, and you can walk right along the beach right back. And I could ride, but I don't have the right tyres, so I'm going to go so far. And there's Townsville in the far distance. You can see Castle Hill and the city around it. Okay, next trip, Bike 9, I'm going to the Townsville Palmetto. So I hope you like, subscribe and leave a comment. Thank you very much.